my homosexuals, gather with me. I hope you are doing just as good as I'm doing today, because man, I had fun. Genuinely, today was one of those I needed today kind of days. I'm always going to show up. I'm always going to put in my best effort when it comes to lifting the weights and making my body healthy, especially when I'm getting over this knee injury. But man, today was just a relatively near perfect day. Even if the mental and physical aren't perfect, I just had fun. Everything just flowed, and it was, just, we're going to get into it. The good news is my knee is getting better every single day. This is the second day in a row I've been able to do Olympic lifts with semi-normal programming. It's still lighter than I would typically go for this kind of volume, but nonetheless, it felt really good, and the confidence is there. And while I can't go super heavy on my squats yet because it isolates my knee a little too much when I drive out of the hole, since I just go so much heavier. So I'm going to maintain keeping the squats pretty light for a while, but we'll get there, But I literally said this the other day or yesterday, I don't fucking know. But I love turning what seems like a shitty time for the gym into a fun time. There are always new things you can try out to make the gym fun, even if you're injured. And so on my squats today, I was like, okay, slow, controlled tempo, pause squats sound cool, but they're kind of boring and they hurt. They're really hard to do, especially if I'm trying to do several sets. So I was like, okay, I can either eat shit and not be happy with doing 5x6 super slow pause squats, or let's make it fun. Let's get a little freaky with it, make it a little snazzy. And decided on the last one, I'd do the set of 6, but at the end, I'd add one extra rep where I go to the bottom and sit there as long as I possibly physically, mentally can, and just hold it and then drive back out of the squat just to make it a little fun. It kind of feels like it's one of those things where you don't have to drive your maximum amount of absolute PR weight. You can put on any weight and still put in maximum intensity, And so I did 225 for a nice set of 6, and then went to 185 for the set of 6 plus as long as I could pause it. And I paused that bitch for a solid 45 seconds. Felt wonderful. It has been a while. I told my friend when I was there, I literally felt like I burned my CNS as much as I did when I squatted 445 for 4 the other week. It's so funny how you can make the smallest weights feel just as difficult. It's like the epitome of bodybuilding, or just technique and isolated work when you're getting over an injury and just trying to recover as best as you can. But yeah, I'm grateful to be in there and had so many good homie moments, but we're going to save that because I got to tell you how I'm doing. Physically, I can't really complain. I'll give it a very solid in the middle. No, I'll give it an 8.6, just over that little threshold past the 5. Because again, clean and jerks felt great, felt very explosive. Nothing better than doing some Olympic lifts with a homie and just going back and forth every set, trying to match each other's pace, It was very, very fun. And then, again, making the back squats fun. Oh, man. I would not train pause reps every day if it were my choice, of course. I'm recovering right now. I would not program that. But, doing anything new that, just something that you've never done before, something that you haven't done in a really long time, it's fun. Just bring the weight down and enjoy it for what you can do for it, Put in the effort that you've got today kind of stuff, It's all a mindset with how much you enjoy or despise your workouts. I hate it when people say that they hate going to the gym, but they're just going to do it for the sake of doing it. It's you shouldn't be going then, in my opinion. I don't care if you get to be 300 pounds and obese. You got to enjoy that shit. It's meant to be a healthy, positive thing in your life. But regardless of that, mentally, I might have to go a little high on this one. I think I'm going to give it a very nice 9.45. Right there, right next to the 5. It wasn't again, I've been having a lot more, not super crazy hyped up days. It's just been a nice day, everything just very nice flowage, if you know what I mean. Very nice, just everything kind of just step by step, was just enjoying the moment, no stress, no thoughts, turned the brain off, just had fun. Kind of what I want to focus on today is it's so incredible to look back on perspective, being able to, the fact that we're able to have that as human beings is such a gift. A lot of people, it's very unfortunate to me unfortunate to me when people look back and they're like, oh man, I regret what I did. It's like, you should never live with regret. Every setback is just you getting to your next best spot. That's the mindset of positivity. You know, if you want to live a happy life, you got to accept the shit that you've gone through and accept that they are good things that happened. You know, I am a firm believer that any experience can be a good experience, because there's so many people who'd be like, no, not every good experience is a good or necessary experience. Like, no, if you went through something, it was meant to happen, regardless of fate or religion or whatever. I don't care. It's just, if you are going to go through something, you can't look back on it and be like, oh, that should have changed. It's like, it can't. It's not possible. So either you can think about what could have happened, or you can just be like, you know what? That thing has given me the new perspective to move on to my next step in life. And I'm just going to take that shit by the balls and move one step at a time. You know, I love it. It gets me even more driven. I'm always telling people, you got to find, on top of like finding ways to like enjoy the workouts or recover as best you can, enjoy the gym with the homies, you got to give yourself new ways to drive that passion through the fucking ceiling. You know, it's so imperative, not just for the gym and your strength or whatever, but just with everything you do. Like, why wouldn't you want to feel passion for every step you take? You know, it seems over-exaggerated, but it truly is a mindset. Of course, a lot of it is just blind faith that everything's going to be okay with zero expectation, or as little as you can get them. We're all human. Everybody's got a little bit of involuntary expectation because we go through the same shit every day. But why not try to love every single step you put on the ground, you know? It doesn't have to be insignificant just because you've done it so many times. Look at weightlifting. I've done thousands upon thousands of reps, and yet I love it even more every day. It feels like I'm cracking open a new passion every day I walk in that gym. It's always different. Even though it's the same lifts and same program, whatever, it feels like I'm doing something new every single day because I just go at it with a new perspective based on the experience that I went through the day before. You know, I'm always saying you want to go through every single day trying to do at least just the smallest percentage better every single day. Being able to confidently say it may be 0.0001%, but I am in the positive, you know, no matter what. That's got to be the goal above everything, that you always can do better. But beyond that, something that was really cool, that I really haven't thought about in a long time. I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but when I go to the gym so much, and I really try to make it a place where I can have a lot of social fun. Not like saying I'm going to sit there for 18 hours just not getting the work done that I got to get done with when it comes to my programming. But, you know, in between the exercises, it's fun to like walk around and like have the homie time. It uplifts me. You know, why not make it a more positive and fun experience for yourself? So I was talking with some people today, and I'm like, I will see someone a month after meeting them, even though I've known them for like a year. Or no, sorry, that came out so dumb. I may know someone for a year, but I haven't seen them in like a month, and their name will just shit out the back of my brain. When you're in a place that is such a positive experience for you, where you meet so many people, your brain just involuntarily, you walk in the door and it tries to remember all like the 100 names of the people you met all at once. But at the very top of that priority list your brain has, without you controlling it, are the people that you see every week or every day. And so I was looking at them like, dude, I know your past. I know your lifts. I know what you've been through. I know what your goals are in life, but I don't know your goddamn name. It's so hilarious to me that your brain can just short circuit just because you've got so many people you interact with in a positive way. It's like my brain's overloaded on positivity right now, which, by the way, there is no such thing as too much positivity. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing that I don't remember the guy's name. It's only going to be bad if I make it a bad experience for myself. So I was like, you know what? Let's take this as another time to make a new great memory. And so I was like, all right, don't tell me your name. Tell me if I'm hot or cold. And I guessed his name on the first try. I really didn't think it was his name, but my brain just had it lurking in the back, and I was able to pull it out of the vault. It's very funny. And so I'm not trying to rant too much, but building off of that, I was talking to another homie about that, and I was just like, oh yeah, you know, like, remember, because I've been going to the gym like 2 years now, and I was like, you remember like in that first year when it was just like me, you, like Kanai, Ellie, Desmond, and all these other, Jerome, and they were like, no, I've never heard those names in my life. And I'm like, all right, hold on. What? And because I'm like, this is one of the OG gym bros, the gym homies, the homosexuals. And I was like, no, No. So I pulled out my Instagram and I was like, look at their faces. And he instantly was like, oh my God, we used to do so much together. We used to lift every day. And I'm like, all right, it's the beauty of perspective. It's so fun to be able to look back with your own mentality. You know, this is why it's so important to build up your own positive mindset that you can whip out every single day. You know, just turn off the logic sometimes, or turn off everything. Just turn off your whole brain and just think, no, we can make today good. No matter what. I know I have it in me. I know I can do the steps to do it. I just have to do it. You know, doesn't matter what it takes. Hitting someone up, surrounding myself with positive people, getting myself in a good work environment. I don't care. It's going to happen because I know I can make it happen. It's just up to me and whether or not I want to make each step a positive one. So it was so funny to like watch him in real time, like get all of like the flashbacks of what we used to go through. I feel like I was like watching a fucking sitcom of him just like seeing the slideshow of like, oh God, we used to do this. And I'm like, yep, I know. And it's been over a year since they're gone, but we've made such a great bond through positive things that if they came back tomorrow, we would be best friends all over again. You know, that's what a truly positive relationship means. They can go away for decades, but the moment you see them again, instantaneously, even if you don't remember their name or you don't remember exactly what they look like or what they were doing job-wise, whatever, the specifics, you got that bond, that personal, emotional, mental, whatever bond that you went through. That was a very positive, uplifting thing for your daily life, and you will instantly be gym bros again, instantly homosexuals, every single time. It's so fun. So, I don't know, I think it's good to be able to look at this kind of shit and be like, I need to meet more people. You know, you don't need to be social. Everybody's got their own standard. My 100 people could be someone else's 3 people, you know? Everybody's battery is different when it comes to social interaction. But, you know, if you're sitting there and you're thinking that the gym's a little boring or it's not positively uplifting enough, or even if it is, and you think that there's more room for positive environment, why not just go hit up some more people that you haven't met before? You know, one of my favorite things to do, even if in the same gym I've been going to or a new gym I've never been to, I always try to find someone that impresses me. You know, I don't care about the weight they're throwing, but I want to see them do it well, and I want to see them do it in a way that I'm like, damn, I know that you put in good work to get that shit over your head or lift it in any way, whatever. Doesn't have to be Olympic. But, you know, I'm a little biased. But I love meeting new people that way because you instantly form that homie bond, you know, and it's nearly unbreakable as long as you can keep being positive influences on one another. You know, it's like the moment you make that one step to connect in a positive environment, it's so damn easy. It's so damn easy. Like if people went to work with a good mindset, even though it feels like more obligation than not, if you went into it with as positive a mindset as I have at the gym, all of your coworkers could be best friends with you. But everybody goes there, and you know, of course I'm just stereotyping, but so many people go to work and they're just like, oh, it's gonna be another shitty day. I just gotta make the money, get the dollar sign so I can feed myself, whatever. And then you end up having such a shit time when you're completely missing out on not just happiness but passion. You know, it's another environment that you can grow through. And again, it's your choice if you're gonna have a negative environment, no matter where you work. You can make any job fun. I could be a garbage man, and I'll tell you now, I'd be having fun. I'd be shooting shit with the homie gym throwers, or garbage throwers, sorry. Just having fun, you know? Why not? It sucks. It's throwing trash. I'm trying to make money, sure. Or I can be like, all right, let's have a little contest. Let's see who can throw more trash, or who can do it with more style points. You know, I don't know, weird fucking example, but that's just the way I like to look at it. There's always something you could do, and there's always a new perspective from those experiences that will make you better every single day. So why not just try to meet someone new or have a new experience that will give you the beauty of just a perspective that you didn't know was possible before you did it. That's the whole point of hoping for the future, living for the present, and utilizing the past to grow instead of regret. But anyway, I've ranted long enough. Thanks for hearing me out. You know, I love it when you guys hang out and hear me rant and go on about all the bullshit that I love speaking on. But you'll see me tomorrow. I might be in the gym a little bit early because I got a lot of shit to get to. But we're going to be doing a very solid snatch and bench workout. I'm very curious how the bench is going to feel, since although it should be fully healed, I did pull my left pec like 2 weeks ago, maybe more, before my knee got funky. But we're just going to use as much explosiveness, as much passion and drive as I can, and it'll be fun either way. We'll make it a very enjoyable moment. So keep doing your thing. Keep loving your life, doing the things that you got to do to stay passionate. Let me know how it's going. I love hearing from you guys, but either way, I'll be back. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out. See ya.